So now it's like, you see, now I can see that the wing effect and slightly broad. Now it's much better, and I can see and smooth all those area. Okay. Now I have hands. Only hands I need to fix. So for that, again, so basic proportion wise, this elbow should, when it rotates, it should come to your navel point.
Hello, sir. I have one doubt.
Yes, tell me.
Like Dynamesh now, it will be like 320, right?
Like, yes, I reduce it to
Yeah,
320.
yeah. We can reduce that one in after we edit so many
Yes,
things.
yes, yes. Like suppose, okay, let's see. This is my dynamic, right? So I want
Yeah.
to reduce it. So what I have to do is reduce this thing, and then whatever I'm modifying, after modifying, this is drag outside. It will reduce. See.
Okay.
So you can reduce, increase whenever you want. So as long as it's dynamic, you can always modify it. So that's why it's called dynamic. Dynamic is dynamic mesh. So based on your detail level, you increase or decrease things.
Okay.
Okay, so hands, this underarms, I can see it's really thin. So it should be broaden, and then balance this thing out, because we are still blocking. So doesn't matter. We'll modify all these things continuously. Now, so basic, or you can see like little it's coming together, but still it's not accurate yet. So because we are still blocking, because like we are doing it from a sphere. So slowly we have to correct things one by one. Okay, now see hands. Now hands, you can see it looks like a straight cylinder. So I have to push it back, because hands are never 100% straight. They are slightly bent. There's a slight bend here. So this angle is very important. So if you create this, you can see instantly it looks much better. And then I can pull it down, elbow to my navel, and increase the length of the forearm, and it is kind of almost straight. Smooth it, dynamic. Oh, I reduced it, right? 320. My bad.
So video will be like stuck in place.
Video will be.
Slow, sir. Like when you are, it's not going to normal. It will be little bit slow. 1 second or 15.
Oh, that is maybe network issue, like slightly lag.
Okay. Okay.
That is possible. B is so. BCB clay buildup. So now I have to define few things. You can see my hands are really thin. So if I'm working on this side, affecting inner side also. So for that, brush, auto masking, back face. So it won't affect your back side. It will affect only and only this side. So my biceps, I'll make them nice and strong. Forearms. So forearms start where your elbow bends. So this muscle continues from here and go till your thumb. So there's a simple slight depression here. Similarly, this muscle goes from here to here. Slight depression here, that is very important. Then your elbow, define it, make it little prominent, bony structure. Okay, I need a backside reference. Let's see if I have a backside reference. Yeah, I have a backside reference. So always have reference, otherwise it won't look nice. And this is like this character is really huge and really broad. Just adding those slight volume. I will still, I am not defining anything. I'm just simply adding little volume and checking from all the angles if it looks nice or clean or correct. And then once I feel everything is correct, I'll start defining. So before that, no definitions. Just add volumes and try to make it more like volume wise. Everything is accurate, because getting the volume correct is the most important thing. Detailing is the easiest part. There's like few definitions is little bit definition is required just to fix this biceps and your deltoid. Like if this character is this big and huge, the deltoid will also be huge. You can see I'm just adding and then making it a little smoother. I'm using clay buildup. I'm not using any fancy brush or anything custom. Basic brushes only. Because basic brushes can do almost all the things that custom brushes can do. Okay. These muscle blocks. Your shoulder plates. So this is why I kept those arms separate so that I can easily hide them, and on base and all this thing I can work on it very easily. So you can see I'm opening this reference and like it's in 3/4 backside, right? So always whenever you're following any reference, try to keep it in that kind of position, like something similar to that position, and then try to match it with that. So it will make make it easy to understand all the shapes and size. And especially for gaming, always try to match with the reference, because that is, I guess you already know, like matching the reference is very important. So that's what we have to do always. Like whatever the reference, we have to match it. BMV, and I feel shoulder is fine, but only thing, this position of the deltoid should be slightly backside. So it will create a straight, because this bone, this shoulder to elbow, it's a straight bone, right? So this position should be straight. It cannot be curved or bent or anything. Those small things, I moved it slightly back. So now this looks much better. You can see the shoulder I have increased. This looks much better now. It looks like it's a bulky person. So face wise, still it's not matching, but I'll match it slowly. Let's block out the basic structure and then we'll do it. So BDS, dam standard. And one more thing, I feel that you can see my brush is like very small. If I reduce it, it becomes very small. Increase, it becomes very big. Kind of fine only. BDS, let's use this. So I was thinking of to increase the size of the model. Then let's keep it small only. Okay, now I need to define few things.
So in gaming, only for they are using semi realistic, right?
No, gaming we do a full realistic. There gaming have multiple genres, right? There you have realistic characters, you have a stylized character, you have fully cartoon characters, right? So all those things are there. So have you seen this played this game? Maybe I'll show you. Just give me a second.
In gaming industry, we can learn a lot of things, right? Better than like movie
production.
Field.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because gaming have a lot of technicalities and a lot of restrictions. So what happens, like when you use that, so what happens, your what do you call it? So your detailing level increases, and you know how to create high quality assets with limitations. So lots of technicality involved. So from gaming to switching to production is easy, but from production to gaming switching is little
Okay.
difficult.
Yeah, sir. Controlling for polygon and a little
Yes,
bit.
controlling poly count, then how, because for texture with less texture, how to create good quality asset, and all those things matter a lot. So have you heard of this game, Kingdom Hearts 3? Maybe may not
Yeah,
be.
yeah, yes. Pirates.
Pirates of the Caribbean, this thing. So I worked for this game. So I was a character lead for this. So you can see that this character, they are all low poly, not low poly, mid poly characters for games. This is real time game renders. These are all real time game renders. You can see actual movie, and this is game.
Okay.
So you can see like it's all these are all game renders. So like it's all this thing we have created high poly, we created low poly, and then we like, and this texture, all these texture done in Photoshop, not in Substance.
Okay.
Reason what happens, like yes, we can do it in Substance also. So but Photoshop, like personally, like what I feel like, because I started working like long back, 15 years back, that time there was no Substance. So when I create something, so I have better control over Photoshop. Like I can do it in Substance also, but Substance I can do really fast, but I can do way better in Photoshop. But
Comfortable.
kind of comfortable, or maybe I feel like detail wise I can generate a lot more believable detail in Photoshop than as compared to Substance, because Substance generates everything with the help of generators, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And it's all those generators are basically an algorithm based on the shape size of the model, generates everything. So it's not natural always. Like suppose I want to create dust or dirt or dirty, like, dirty skin, so I cannot just apply a dirt there, because human skin doesn't work like that.
Yes.
So all those things we have to take in consideration and manually to create those things. So in that case, I prefer Photoshop or Mudbox.
Mudbox. Okay.
Mudbox for painting texture directly or creating texture, projecting something. So
But in Photoshop, we can't able to analyze the 3D things like better.
yes, it's become very difficult, like how to create this thing in Photoshop, okay, where to paint what. So in that case, Mudbox come into play. So Mudbox you can do it directly, and then you can generate all this detail. So I'm
Now
just,
production and all, they won't use Mudbox and all, right?
no, they use a Substance. Everybody use Substance nowadays.
Nowadays. Yeah.
Nowadays everybody use Substance, because Substance is way faster. It's very,
Mari also, it's
for production they use Mari, because of that quality you cannot do it in Photoshop also. Substance cannot max to max can generate 8K, not beyond that. Mari can generate 16K to your 32K maps very easily.
Mari is difficult, sir.
Mari is not difficult. Like Mari is kind of your Substance and mix of Photoshop. It have generators, and plus you can paint directly there, and it have some amount of projection like Mudbox also, you can project directly on there. So it's a like combination of lots of software, and it's highly optimized for painting texture, generating texture, especially human texture or any other texture. So it's very good software. Okay, let's see. So I can see like first I added volume. Now
Okay.
I'm using damp standard to refine the shapes. So definition. This is our cervical bone, which is like, if you see, everybody has it. This thing, this bone is visible. You are skinny, or you are like, oh, it's too much. You're skinny, or you're like fat, or you're like muscular, but this bone is visible for everyone. So that's why we keep this. BCB. So I defined them. Then I have to add little volume, so that I can make it little rounded, because human muscles are not flat. They are mostly rounded and soft. So that thing is very important. And one more thing we have to keep in mind always, where you can see the bulge. Where is the bulge? Like in this shape, the center part is bulged out, right? So those
Yes.
things we have to keep in mind. Those small things, like a center part is bulged out or corner sides are bulged out. Those things we have to keep in mind. And based on that, we have to add volume. Okay, let's see if I have another back reference. I believe no. So here I can see this muscle, this rib cage is very prominently visible for this character. So I'll make it little prominent and strong. Side muscles, your wings, we usually call it wings. So define all the rib cage first, like alternative goes here, here, and here. Then have every alternative like in between these two, in between these two. Smooth it, soft it. And one more thing, the shape of the chest, it's more of a round here, but for men's it's not that round usually. So I'll use move brush. It's usually slightly rectangular in shape. Push it slightly back, soften it. BCB, clay buildup. It's your shoulder muscle and your triceps, sorry, this deltoid. Let's separate them. And this muscle goes like this. You have a very prominent separation. So all the ends are usually blurred, like smooth transition. It cannot be very hard transition. So wherever your deltoid and chest connects, there is a depression. So right now there's very less depression. So push it slightly inside. Slight depression. So if you have this depression, it enhance this shape.
Whenever we sculpt body, we take a reference of that books is better, no, sir. But because this one is so many muscles and all is there.
Yeah, like that book also has the same muscles. Like based on the only thing is our muscles structure for all human are same. Only difference is either you are beefed up, you are really bulky, or you are really skinny or medium. So this one is bulky, really huge, bulky like wrestler, right? So it's huge. Muscles are same. Like if you're a skinny person, he will also have the exact same muscles, only the volume will be less. That is the main difference. So like if you start with bulkiness, then start reducing. So that will help you. But you have to understand like where to stop, like how much you have to create and where to stop. That is very important. So you can see the slight depression here, angular. So I'll fix it. And the chest muscles are always starts from this one point and goes straight, almost it slightly curved from this point basically. So everything goes from here to this point. And for studying muscles like very nicely, the best is study Hulk. You can, because all those muscles and everything is so exaggerated and so huge, so big, so you can see each and every muscle there. So you can see, like I just added those things, made those lines slightly more prominent and visible, and reductions I can do whenever I want. So whenever you have a depression, it should translate to your this shape also. Okay, now you have biceps, and so this biceps you have to like create this thing properly, shape. Yeah. So this biceps is fine, but it is only problem is forearm is so thin. So BMB, I have to make it wide. Control shift click on this so I don't affect my affect the body. Or BCB clay buildup. So this bicep, this is your biceps, and the base part, like wherever it ends, that part is the most bulged out and broad part. This base is slightly bulged and this part is almost smooth and round. Slightly make it prominent, and this muscle goes inside underarm. And so your biceps is ready. So wherever your deltoid ends, there is a separation between your biceps and your triceps. Is a separation, and this muscle extend to your forearm basically. So it extends, and now I want to make it bulky. BCB, forearm is very thin, so this muscle continues here. So sidewise, to check elbow, and this elbow, before elbow is under triceps. We have multiple muscles here. So this elbow bone is very prominent. So we create this depth, and it connects to your this forearm muscle. It rotates, you can see, based on the shape of the hand. It rotates according to the hand. B, C, B. Now this muscle I need to beef up. I need to add more volume here. And this muscle's direction is just like this, the way I'm drawing it. Okay, now we have elbow. An elbow is really prominent and pointy, slightly broad, and have cartilage, connects your muscles and everything. And this forearm, the way this part is extended, similarly, this part also need to add volume. It should be balanced. Slightly depression and smooth. So we are blocking, so we are not going to add a lot of detail. Like you can see the elbow area becomes super thin. That means the shape is wrong. BMV. I need to broaden it up. Similarly, this part also. So always check for this silhouette. Like, is it looking like a hand? If no, so I have to fix those areas. This is like way too much of depth. This volume should extend. You can see this slightly unevenness, so I have to fix those unevenness. Now this looks much better. PCB clay buildup. If this guy is so beefy, this part cannot have this much depression, and plus the neck part is also cannot have this much depression. Muscles should be slightly more strong. Much better. Now here I can see my abs are visible. Now you can see like hands almost came together. Now the shape looks kind of fine, and this depression is way too strong. Soften it. This is also add some volume here. So here, one thing I feel is the size BMV of the biceps. I'll just reduce and pull it slightly down. Like biceps was looking like way too big. So just reduce it slightly. Yeah. And then smooth this area. And this flat thing, I can push it slightly outside. Smooth it. Let's do few things. Lips. So I can see detail wise face is not that proper. So first what I'll do is so now a basic body is kind of ready. Now I need legs and hands and feet. So for that, again, like if I want, I can definitely like create this thing, hands and all. Let's create that BMB move brush. So you can see side view. This part again so thin, it cannot be this thin, because based on the width and based on the size and scale of the model and this muscular character, this area cannot be this thin. And forearm is slightly curved, it's not straight 100%. The muscle, there are two bones basically. So one starts from here, go to till wrist, and another one starts from this side, go till wrist. So two bones slightly curved. Okay. Slightly more rounded here, slightly. Okay, now I need to create hand. So for that, what I'll do is I'll append again a sphere. Append a sphere. Where is sphere? Okay. Why my character is there? Let's create one. Move brush. So I place this spherical shape here. So we can like use this, or in where is my in this also, if you want, you can use this hand also. Okay, so I have this shape. So I need to create fingers now. So first block out. So first thing, one thing to measurement, the size of the hand and size of the chin to forehead is almost equal. So that shape visually you can see this much big, this much big. So the size you have to plan it accordingly. And then hands, I can usually it's not that straight, slightly curved. And this is like you can see quite big, slightly. And now you need fingers. Now we need fingers. So how do we create fingers? I can use a cylinder or I can use a sphere also. I prefer to use a cylinder. So fingers. So start from here and Control Shift or Control Alt, move it, rotate slightly smaller, and Control Alt, move it smaller. So three parts basically. So I can see it looks overall pretty big. So I'll reduce it. Control Alt, drag it slightly bigger. Keep slightly gap. Control Alt, resize slightly. Control Alt, drag it. So you can see started looking like a hand. Yes, it's not accurate yet. I have to dynamize this thing and then place it. So Control Alt. So I just placed all of the fingers and thumbs and everything, all four things. So what I have to do is merge this thing with the body, with the fingers, merge down. Everything is merged and now I can apply a Dynamesh to this. See? So if I apply Dynamesh, you can see what happens here. Everything combines. So for easier keeping this thing, I can increase it slightly, then Dynamesh, it will reduce, or I can go to polygroups, auto polygroups. It will create all them, create separate polygroups, then geometry, Dynamesh, and switch on groups, and then Dynamesh. So what it will do is it basically keep the groups separate and Dynamesh it. This I can do, or very less. Yeah, see, I increased it. So now it's working perfectly fine. BCB, clay buildup, and I have to block out the basic shape, BMB. So it's basically slightly more triangular shape. Then BCB, clay buildup. Thumb have a nice volume, and thumb base is quite thicker. This area is have less volume. Tip of the finger, make it slightly thin. Smooth it. Make it a little thinner. You can see the basic structure of hand is almost ready, and I feel the hand is overall pretty big. Reduce it slightly. Now it looks much better. So now what I'll do, a dynamesh it again and then merge with the body. So before that I have to symmetry the model. Mirror, merge subtool, mirror, body, merge down, dynamesh it. So everything is combined. Now I can focus on the shape. So corner, so this bone ends here. So you have this prominent bone, visible bone. And there's a depression that connects your wrist. The front part is almost flat. There's one more bone. And the base of the thumb I feel is quite thin. So if I try to do it manually, it will be difficult. So instead of that, what I'll do is I'll use inflate brush. Inflate the base.
Bulging purpose we are using, right?
Yes, for making it bulge, little bulgy, little thicker. Okay, so now I need to create all these legs. So all these legs, yes, if you go to this human wall, this brush, you can see all those hands, legs are there. We can definitely use that, or we can create it manually also. So here we're going to create manually. So I can take a cylinder or a sphere. I prefer sphere. First, I'll create only one side. You have this. You can see position correctly, center, slightly inside and elongate slightly. So the length of the this thigh is slightly longer than your hand. So slightly longer than hand, and Control Alt, duplicate slightly. So thighs are slightly longer, and your lower limbs, its shin area is slightly shorter, and in between you have the joint. You have the joint of knee. So once you're done with this, dynamesh. Dynamesh. Dynamesh this thing, and now I have to define muscles of thigh. So I just open the book. Just give me a second. You open the book because I don't have a reference here. And like whenever creating whatever you're creating, always have a reference. Like a reference is very important. Without that, it will become really difficult. Where is the book? Ah, just opening the reference. Where is my leg reference? Yeah, found it. So here is my leg reference. So I have to create all these muscles and how it connects to the body. So BCB. So first thing first, I'll create inside volumes. How it connected. You have two set of muscle that connected to the crouch area. Then you have a muscle from hip bone, this joint that goes till your knee, just above the knee here. PMV, just like shape them.
So, sir, women's muscles, bones, and all different, right? Sir?
Little smoother, like its muscles are same. Only thing is men's muscles are slightly more defined and structured. Females muscles are mostly slightly smoother and soft, less defined.
Whenever we are going to do blocking, we must and should keep it as a basic shape in muscles and all. Right?
Yes, basic shape, then you can reduce and increase, do those things.
Under models.
Yeah. So I'm just giving it little shape. Tree build up. So here also, let's create the buttocks, but so we have one more muscle here, and this one more muscle is here. A slight depression on knee or bending and all. And this part is slightly protruding outside. Little triangular shape. And this shin, this bone is slightly visible. B and B sides would define the shin, this calf area. And whenever you create legs, it cannot be 100% straight like this. So what we do is make it slightly bend. Slightly bend like this. It's never 100% straight, and this become like slightly more bend. I just undo it. Slightly bend. Move brush. Now basic blocking is fine. Mirror. So once I mirror, I can see clearly. So there are a few things I have to add and make it prominent. Oh, sorry, my bad. X symmetry. Dynamesh. So if I do Dynamesh, you can see it blends with this. So what I'll do, first I merge it with this, merge down, and then Dynamesh. So this little bit stretched. Let's create the shape. Here is the front part. Yeah. PCB. Slight depression here. You can see waist is way too narrow. So that is like in case of female, it's narrow. For males, it's almost like same width of the waist. Now legs are completely straight. You can see like slowly the basic structure is coming together, and the back side is too much. I can see clearly it looks way too much. BMV. Yeah, reduce it slightly. Reduce it slightly. Neck was way too long. And hands I feel looks little awkward, little odd, as it's like little open, so I can make it little relaxed. So W, click on the arm, Control Alt, select both the hands also, soften it, and place Alt and move it, and wherever your bone joint here center, place it there and rotate slightly. So it automatically makes it little softer and clean. No. This thing is way too strong. Make it to make it soft. Yeah, now it's better. Now you can see hands and all this thing looks much better. And one thing I feel is hands are little longer. This part and this part almost same size, and hand palms are little big. Click on this, Control Alt, deselect. Soften it again, slightly resize. Make sure the position is correct. And now elbow is here and it's almost here. So it should be, because it's slightly open, so it should be slightly smaller than this. Move it center, bone position, slightly reduce. Click, select the leg, move it, alt click on this, and your joint is here, slightly widen it. You see, now it looks much better. It looks like a human standing. Previously, it was looking like a cartoon. So, little widen it up. All those gaps and all those things we can definitely fix. That's not a big deal. BMP, Dynamesh, Dynamesh. ECP, and this side muscle like obliques, or make it slightly prominent. Now I have, you can see I have more space to work on the legs. Move brush. Slightly reduce. Looks way too much. So this, you can see this point looks way too prominent. That means I have to fix it and make it smooth, soft. Hands, let's add some detail here. Hands looks really off. Knuckles, all muscles connect like this, create this V shape or A shape. All this thing will refine. Now sidewise, the shape of the hand move. Thinner. Then clean. These also a few things that we do. Slightly broaden it. Soften the sides. Smooth transition. Slightly down. More angular. More structured. Still few things have to fix. And the hand is like fingers are not straight, they're slightly curved. Similarly, like this also, it's slightly curved. You can this bend, make it slightly broad. This thing is way too much. That means I have to push it slightly, pull it outside. Slightly soften it. Damn standard. And this chest shape is slightly, this collarbone is slightly rounded because it's really bulky DMB, yeah, slightly rounded. Damn standard. Build up. Build up and add some muscles. Dues, calves are slightly prominent. Move brush. Save it. So block out your model like this, and like you can see, I'm using only sphere and all these things only. So similarly, block out. So once your basic block out and proportion is set, after that we start refining shapes and all those shapes and everything. And detailing is the final stage. Like once its entire blocking shape, everything is ready, then we'll start adding details.
Okay,
So
sir.
block out everything, and slowly, one by one, you can add all the details and set the proportion, and then we'll create everything. Yeah.
Okay, sir.
Oh, okay. Then I'll send you the video and everything. So just practice on this.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay, then I'll see you tomorrow.
Ask about that distance education.
Yes, I'll ask. I'll ask. Animation, right?
The degree.
Degree or degree is like BVA, Bachelor in Visual Arts.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, I'll ask that. Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Okay then. Bye bye.